So when Michael and I began praying about what our next steps would be and what the next thing was going to be in our lives, we really had this strong sense that what we were supposed to do was to use our lives for changing the world and having this tangible impact on the world and causes that we were so deeply concerned about. And so we created a company called 1907 Apparel, which is a retail apparel store. And for me, 1907 was the year that my grandmother was born, and which really was the year that my hope was born, that my life changed, and the entire trajectory of my life changed as a result. My grandmother, my father's mother, adopted my twin brother and I at birth. She was 65 years old, and we were given up by my biological mother and left at a Nashville hospital. And my paternal grandmother came and rescued us. And that decision would change the entire trajectory of my life, and it would never be the same. For me, 1907, the year that my grandmother was born, meant that my life was given a sense of hope, and hope was born for me that would have never existed in any other way.
We started 1907 Apparel to impact the world, to change the world. We believe we're going to change the way people shop. We're going to shop for good reason. A certain percentage of our proceeds from the sales of our clothes is going to go towards organizations that we believe will impact the world in a positive way, in areas particularly of education, in areas of agriculture, and fighting poverty, based on the values that Dawn has learned from her grandmother, the values that are instilled in our children, the values that we believe in as a couple, and that we believe many people believe. We believe we can change the world for good.
Really passionate about this idea that a single person, that a group of people can actually have this incredible impact on the globe. And that's not something so far-fetched or impossible. And for us, we are on this journey, and we're passionate about it, and our desire is to have this impact. And we really believe that others can take the journey with us. And so that's our desire, and that's what we're asking, for others to be a part of this campaign and be a part of what we're doing. 1907 Apparel is not simply about buying stuff. To be honest, there is no need for one more clothing store. There isn't anything so significant that any one store can sell that no one can just simply live without. But for us, it really is about creating something that's unique, apparel that allows people who have this nonconformist attitude and want to live out their individuality. They're urban, they're chic, they're trendy, but at the same time, they're socially conscious. They have this desire to live above and beyond the here and now, but this passion to think that the world really could be a better place, that we can eradicate poverty, that we can think about agriculture and how people consume food, and the fact that in many places, and just here in the United States, there are food deserts, and to just impact agriculture around the world. And education. In my life, growing up, it was clear that my grandmother drilled in us that education was the most valuable asset that we could have in our life, and it was our ticket out of a world of poverty that we grew up in. So our passion really is about 1907 Apparel is a clothing store, but it's a clothing store that gives a percentage of our profits to change the world.